Good evening, everybody. Today is Saturday, December 22nd, 2012. My name is Chris, and this is the Weekend Update. Before we begin, just please take a moment to read over the disclaimer, preferably to pause your screen. And while you do that, I'm going to just jump right into the market. This is something a little different that we're doing. We really felt, Mike and I, Liam, that you guys will benefit more by watching videos as the weekend updates. So this is part one. Part one, I'm going to discuss dollar crosses. And part two, I'm going to go over some yen crosses and also commodities. All right? So we're going to start with Aussie dollar. And if you follow my other videos, you know I use this three chart system where on the top left we have the 4 hour, to the right we have the daily, bottom left 1 hour with the 20 EMA. Alright, so you get a view of basically the key time frames that I use. Alright, so with Aussie dollar, right now we had price at the consolidation really just start falling. It fell below the cloud. It tested a few times at the flat Kumo bottom where it rejected price twice and continued its downtrend. Alright, and that's on a 4 hour chart. So on a 4 hour chart, everything is telling us that it's bearish. We have a future Kumo is bearish. It's pointing to the downside. Also, we have both Tenkin, which is the faster moving average, is pointing to the downside, indicating that we are having downside pressure on Aussie. And we also have the Kijun pointing to the downside. So we have all signals telling us that Aussie is on a trend, on a bearish trend right now. However, when we divert our attention to the daily time frame, we have major support at 1.0385. All right, this is the flat Kumo top. All right, if we know anything about the flat Kumo top and flat Kumo bottoms, it often lines up with 50% retracement level. In this case, not quite, depending on where you draw it from. Actually, it does right here, as you can see, 103.85. So what you want to see basically is you wouldn't go short right here. It just absolutely wouldn't make no sense because we have support. It's clear. So what you want is a further bearish sentiment. You want further confirmation. All right, maybe perhaps if you usually play the 4 hour Kumo breaks and you didn't this time, just wait for price action on a daily chart to cross below the cloud and indicate that it's past support and that we should be getting further continuation on the trend that we see on the 4 hour chart. On the 1 hour chart, as you can see, price is trending really nicely to the downside. 20 EMA, price respected it as some resistance, crossed above it, but really didn't have no impulsive bullish candles, really not giving us any indication that we're going to get a reversal or a possible break on the hourly Kumo. So right now what you should be looking out for is if price respects this support at 103.85, or let's see during next week's trading if price is going to just fall right below it, adding further confirmation to the bearish Aussie dollar. Let's take a look at Kiwi. Kiwi dollar, 4 hour chart, same thing. Got this bearish Tenkin crossover right here. It's a weak one because it occurred above the cloud. Price broke below. All right. For the last day, we had minor consolidation. I'm expecting some consolidation next week as well because of the holidays. As you can see, 3-4 hour candles really at a very small range of about no more than 40 pip ranges, 30 pip ranges. Alright, similar with the Aussie, we have this pair above support. If you're looking to short Kiwi, if you're looking to short risk, what you want is a break below the cloud on a daily chart, so you could get that confirmation that the pair is trading below support. All right, that's all we want. Is the more confirmation we have for our buys, the higher probability that our trade will work out. We don't want to get in a trade, let's say right here, at the open of the next candle on Sunday, and just say, I anticipate that Kiwi's going to break below and you want to catch it early. That's nonsense. Um, that's gambling. It's not trading. Traders will just wait for the pair to clear support. All right, and obviously the cloud is our support. And if you want to short it, then we're going to look for price to break below 0.8130. If you're looking to long Kiwi dollar, then look for a bounce off of the cloud. All right, if price is bouncing off of the cloud, then it's showing much respect to the support, and is just really giving us an indication that the support is or might really hold strong around these levels. And the specific level I'm talking about is 0.82 flat, or 0.82 flat to 0.8205. All right. Euro dollar. Euro dollar right now, we got this bearish Tenkan-Kijun crossover. However, it's not the type of crossover that you would take a short trade in, because one, you still have the Kijun pointing to the upside, and you have a flat Tenkan indicating that price is not really giving you that down pressure that we're looking for, like we've seen on Kiwi and on Aussie. So what you want to see is the slope of the Tenkan-Kijun start to angle to the downside, and the only way that's going to happen is if price starts coming under pressure and starts falling as well. Now, on a 4-hour chart, on the top left, we have a thick Kumo. All right, it's ranging from about 31.30 to about 31.32. So it's about 100 pip Kumo. All right, so within this 100 pips, there's a lot of support area. All right, so your dollar will really have to come under some heavy pressure to pass through these 100 pips in order for us to really look at going short on the 4-hour chart. And on the daily chart, we have support at the Tenkan at 31.18, and we have support at the flat Kijun at 1.3 flat. All right, so overall, our buys should be long, because on a daily chart, it's trading above support areas. All right, only way that we will really start to shift our sentiment and our bias is if we get a breakthrough on the euro dollar below the cloud. So let's just say price breaks below 1.3030. 1.3030 over here will be right about, on the daily chart, it'll be right about here. Oops, let me just get a proper tool. It'll be right about here, 1.3030, and even then price still has to break below the daily Kijun before it heads towards further support at the cloud. So this is a situation where I will look, if you're looking to long euro, look at how price treats it at the top of the cloud. Look how price treats it around 1.3030. If it breaks below that support, then watch for psychological support at 1.3 flat. And as you can see, price tested the Kijun twice as support and never broke below. Might see the same thing again. All right. As for the hourly chart, not really showing us what we're looking at with the 4-hour and daily, but price has been respecting the flat Kumo flat Kumo bottom, and also the 20 EMA. All right. So, however, it's not making lower lows. All right. So before you want to jump in the trade because it's finding some resistance at the 20 EMA, look for lower lows on the 1 hour, and you go to the higher time frame on the 4 hour and look for a break below this 100 pip thick Kumo. Let's take a look at pound dollar. Pound dollar, same thing like euro. Coming across right now is actually sitting on the 4-hour Kumo. All right, finding some support at it. Ended the day with a 4-hour bullish candle. However, overall, ended the day in the red on a daily chart. Okay, let me just make this a little more clean. On a daily chart, it looks to start off next week's trading below the Tenkan, so we have further support at the flat Kijun bottom, or the flat Kijun top at 1.6070. All right, so just look for if price starts to retreat, look for support at that level. However, our overall bias should remain bullish, so we should just be looking to buy pound dollar off of support levels. All right, so I also drew this ascending trend line. These charts, sorry, I drew this ascending trend line where price has been respecting it, failed to cross below the 4-hour Kumo. So you might, if you are indeed looking to go long, a good opportunity to go long might be between 1.6125 to about 1.6150. All right, let's take a look at dollar CAD for our last pair, or and dollar yen. All right, so dollar CAD, dollar has seen some strength. All right, ended the week with dollar strength. As you see, dollar CAD broke above the 4-hour cloud and really just continued making higher highs. We had this, what it seemed like a bearish pin bar. However, it did not hold any weight as it ended off the day in the green on the 4-hour chart. Future Kumo bullish, pointing to the upside. All right. However, on a daily chart, price was reluctant to cross and close above the daily cloud. Actually found major resistance at the Kumo, at the daily Kijun at 0.9940. All right, so look for this. So what we should be anticipating next week is to see if we could finally get the dollar to cross above and close above the cloud, or will we see a drop off and price test support around 0.9845. Dollar CAD has really just been trading within the Kumo, hasn't been finding no trend. Really, we don't have a bias when price is within the cloud, and you can see why. For a few weeks, it looked like price was gonna. For a few days, it looked like price was gonna cross below the cloud for a bearish sentiment. Then it found support. So we anticipated that price was gonna perhaps continue climbing and break above the daily cloud for a more bullish sentiment. But however, it got capped by the daily Kijun. So until we get a break with price action above or below the cloud, let's just stand on the sideline with that one. And dollar yen last pair. Dollar yen extremely bullish. As you can see, ever since October, really just been on this uptrend. Hasn't looked back since. We have some support at 83.44, followed by 82.74 on a 4-hour cloud, on a 4-hour Kumo, or the 4-hour Ichimoku. Sorry. We have price just in the minor consolidation phase. All right, where we have a thick Kumo, so we should be looking for longs on dollar yen. However, we should be looking for longs on a pullback, preferably towards the Kijun. Don't like using the Tenkan for dollar yen. I do, however, like using the Kijun. Key reason why is because it does respect it. As you can see right here, it respected it once, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 times the Tenkan. However, really gives you more false moves. So if you are looking to go long dollar yen off of support, then you might want to look to do it off of the Kijun rather than the Tenkan. All right. Well, this is part 1 of the Ichimoku weekend video update. Part 2 will be covering more yen crosses, gold, crude oil, and some equities. All right. Thank you for watching this video, and enjoy your weekend.